Well, let's start. I'm terrible at introductions, so I never know actually how to do these. So we've officially started.
Oh, I didn't know.
We've officially started episode 2, that is, of Something Brisbane, a new show that I've got coming along nicely about Brisbane, believe it or not. Today I'm joined by David Lawrence, who you might remember from the Slot podcast. You might know him from Faux Facade, which I always go to pronounce like Fox, like I always go to pronounce it like an idiot, but it's Faux Facade.
That is correct.
You're the mind behind Warren Logie and the winner of Light Up Film Festival #1. The People's Choice Award, that was, right? Is that how that works? I just said the winner of Light Up as if it was a competition. The only survivor of Light Up Film Festival. But thank you for joining me. I thought, who can I get that is the most just Brisbane? I thought, that would be David Lawrence. So thank you. How are you?
I'm good. It's a bit cloudy outside, but it's not going to rain. It's one of those days.
Is it sticky, hot and sticky? We've been in this air-conditioned room for too
No,
long
it's actually
now.
kind of nice breeze.
Oh,
it's kind of good.
That's odd. It's usually hot and sticky.
Yeah.
I have nothing else prepared for the introduction, so I'm going to just go straight into some news. But it's a very hot topic right now. The boot.
Yeah.
The fucking boot that used to live on top of that. It is a used car dealership, right?
Yeah.
It's gone.
It's completely disappeared. I was in the city filming more Warren Logie episodes.
Did you see the boot come past on a truck? Like, was it?
No, I just got a text where it was like, "What?" And I was like, that's not a helpful text.
Yeah.
My friend just texted me, "What?" And then I go up and there's a photo of the boot missing.
I didn't even notice it. I think we drove past it like twice in the last 48 hours, and I can't believe it's gone.
Because I just released an episode all about the boot's history.
Which you should check out. I'll put it in the description. You know what I'm gonna do one of them little things up here.
Oh, I like the little
here?
things.
Yeah, and it tells you like, watch it here.
It's crazy because that story's true, but no one believed me. Everyone thought I was making it up, but
Wait,
lot of
which part of the story is true?
like
it was on top
80% of it.
You serious?
Yeah.
I thought it was all satire and taking the piss.
It started on top of a boot factory, like a literal factory making boots.
I guess that bit made sense.
And then it turned into a spaghetti restaurant.
I didn't believe that.
That legitimately happened.
fuck?
And they kept the same equipment there that
Wow.
was there from the factory for kind of like decoration.
What the fuck?
And they gave you like boot-shaped like steins to drink out
I love
of.
this. This changes everything.
Then they got shut down because they were feeding people dog food in the spaghetti and meatballs. It's true. This is the true part of the story.
Is this real?
I hardly had to make this episode up. People thought I was all having a thing. Then there was a nightclub.
That's
like
amazing.
a literal nightclub opened.
My castle has been rocked. I believe that's the saying.
And then at some point, I'm a bit muddy on when this is, it went to Chermside on top of a camping store.
Right.
Because boots and camping kind of go together.
You wear boots when you go camping, right?
Yeah, apparently. And then it just sat there. It was too big. And, time goes on. People forget what it was from in the first place. And anyone younger was not told the story. So it just kind of disappears. And it's been too big to move. So each business just kind of paints it a different color to match them.
So wait, we don't know where it went?
Not
yet.
We haven't been given the location. So the owner of the business is taking it down because apparently it was going to fall over next time there was a big storm. Like, it's in really bad shape.
Oh.
So it's not just needs painting, it's like falling to
yeah.
bits. So he's taking it somewhere safe, but he says it's not returning.
I see. Can we buy it from him?
Maybe we could.
I wonder how much a boot like that would cost.
Apparently he won't donate it to the museum.
He won't?
Like, people have offered him, will pay for it to be taken away. He doesn't want it in a museum. He wants to sell it somewhere. I don't know where.
Jeez, so it's going to be a lot.
Just hopefully not in Caboolture Historical Village.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, they're my enemy. I love them. But they have been stealing Brisbane icons and placing
Putting
them...
in Caboolture.
Yeah, it's not
Yuck.
right. They took the expo letters, put them there.
Is that why they
So if they take the boot, that's too far.
That's
The boot belongs in Brisbane.
I agree. Other news-wise, sort of Brisbane, not really. The Splendour lineup came out. I'm going to say it's Brisbane because there's... What were the three? Confidence Man, Violent Soho, and Cub Sport. They're all from Brisbane, right?
Well, I know that Cub Sport's from Brisbane. I'm a big Cub Sport fan.
Really?
I've never heard of the other acts. Am I not Brisbane?
Neither have I. Well, I just got that information from Harry, so I also am only familiar with Cub Sport. Yeah.
No, it's good to see the Cubbies up there.
Yeah.
I mean, after years of following them and seeing them like at the bottom or something.
And now they're at Splendour.
Yeah.
I was only following that because I was waiting for Rage Against the Machine, but they're not there. So hopefully they come to Australia. Please come to Brisbane. In fact,
everyone comes to Brisbane. It's great that we
No, not
Well,
everyone.
not everyone, but most
all the
tours.
people that I need to come to Brisbane do.
Yeah, like tomorrow night I'm seeing Mika, my
Oh yeah,
musical
I
hero.
almost got tickets to that. They came out like just before Christmas, right?
Yeah, it was
yeah.
very last. On the day it came out, I booked my ticket.
I wanted to. The last thing I missed was Art vs Science.
Oh yeah.
They were on the same night we did the Christmas special.
Yeah.
So upset. Yeah, Splendor. I don't know. Lineup looks alright, I guess. What else? Have you got any news?
Have I got any news?
Anything going on in Brisbane? Because I checked like ABC Brisbane. I went, this is shit. This is all politics and
I know.
coronavirus.
The big news this week for me was the boot.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been some criminal activity, which is really depressing.
It
but
is.
like, other than that, there's
The boot is borderline criminal, what they've done with it.
Yeah.
So, the only other news I've written here is like an in case you missed it, because I saw this week they finally announced the date that second runway is opening at the airport.
Oh, I
'Cause,
didn't hear that.
For anyone who doesn't know, our airport's built on a swamp, so the current runway is just like sinking into the ground. But apparently that's coming out in the new runway's coming out in July.
Oh, are those ads that come in front of YouTube videos all the time?
might
Like
be.
Brisbane's
Yeah.
getting improved.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just know the jingle because the jingle plays when I'm like listening to music and it's somewhere else, and I'm
Nice.
like, is that what they've been going on about all this time?
yeah,
the new runway.
like in the last week, they're finally like, okay, we can say when it's going to open now. So
Oh,
it's
good.
taken them way too long.
Are they closing the old one, or
I
are they going to refurbish
I think they're going to
that?
keep using it until it like blows up or something. Like just, one plane will land one day and just like into the swamp.
Yeah, that sounds like a few things in Brisbane.
Yeah, it really do be like that. And then in the same theme of like public transport, have you been following the what's it called? The new rail network we're getting.
Oh,
the Cross
yeah.
River Rail.
The fancy buses. Oh no, that's the metro.
I didn't realize they were two different things.
I know that I keep mixing them up, but they are
Yeah.
two separate ones.
I'm
The Cross
excited.
River Rail's been talked about for years, right?
I only started following it maybe a couple months ago because I heard about the metro, and that's when I found out about Cross River Rail. And I think the rail's cool.
Yeah, the rail does sound good. It's all plastered over the old transit centre.
Yeah,
Which used
is
to
why
be-
yeah. That's when I started to hear about it, because your episode of Slop, you were talking about how they were knocking it down.
Yeah.
And how it is just a hideous building, which it is.
It used to be a bit magical on the inside, but like as a building, it's a really run down.
It's just a big box.
But yeah, all the
Concrete.
work's taking place there. Like I think they've demolished, or they're on the way to demolish the. I think it was called. It went through so many different. I think it was the Hotel Jen was what it was called at the right end of its life.
Yeah.
There was a little park next to it that I used to see when I would go into like the Roma Street station. You
Yeah.
know that park with all the
Yeah.
red lanterns that looked really cool. That's all a slab of concrete now.
Nice.
I'm just like, oh, that's different.
I hope it's good. I've seen some of the like the how they get in what's that like program where they make like what it's like the simulated footage of what it's going to look like when it's done, and it's got like all of the people like walking around like this, like we are having fun. That looks really exciting. It won't look anything like that.
I don't think so.
But yeah, and the metro thing with the buses, that looks fucking stupid to
Oh,
put it nicely.
It's very odd. Apparently, they had like a Brisbane manufacturer in mind and two foreign ones, and they had to fight against which one was the right one to take.
Is it like have you ever been to Changi? I think it's the Singapore airport where they've got like the terminal. Is it like that? Like just these automated because those are buses. Like they don't look like them, but they're just on wheels and they just go between.
I think it's bus-like. I think people
Like,
are
will
just.
it need a driver?
I don't know. I think so. I think drivers. I know in France the trains are controlled by computers,
Oh, that's
but I don't think we've got French money.
No.
But I think
Computers
people
are taking our jobs.
Yeah, we're disappointed they're not trams. I think everyone was thinking like the G-Link at the Gold Coast,
Yeah.
that type of.
That would make I don't know.
And the fact we already have buses, people are kind of like, but we already have them.
Just get more.
I don't know. I'm not informed enough on this. I was maybe like 2 years ago, and then it's just changed. They keep changing what's happening.
I'm on a mission to become the public transport guru. I just love public transport.
I do too. I mean, are you a bus or a train man?
Train. New generation rolling stock all day of the week.
I am a bus man, just
Really?
because of my location.
Yeah, no, well, I think we live in a similar area, and there
I
are
have
two,
seen you at the bus
Yes,
stop, at the
yes.
340 every now and then.
Yeah. We've got the two classic north side buses, the 340 and the 345.
Oh, they are my
Both
favorite.
iconic.
I only started taking the 340 a bit more recently.
Because they've moved the stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to walk a bit further, but it
No,
seems
I don't,
a bit more.
I don't have to walk as far now.
Oh,
Oh, look, we're slowly giving away where we live, but
Yeah,
we'll
I
never
was
specifically do it.
closer to the massage place, and now it's kind
Yeah,
of moved
yeah.
a bit down.
Yeah, what's that? There's a dodgy massage place just up the road near the tavern. Do you know what that's called? 'Cause
That's very close to my house.
what's it? Because I was talking about it to someone the other day, but I forgot. It's a VIP massage, isn't it?
Yes, that is
Fuck.
the name, VIP
I
massage.
jogged my own memory.
Do you know that used to be a funeral home? But I can say that I work in a funeral home now, funnily enough, in Aspley's. Oh, I gave it away, didn't
Unlucky.
I mean, it's very obvious
Yeah, I
with
think-
my
yeah,
history of
with the
hypermarket
hyperhole
heroes.
and all that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
But yeah, I work in an Aspley funeral home, and there was another funeral home that was near
Yeah.
the tavern, and it lay kind of abandoned for a bit. Then all of a sudden, like the kebab strip lighting
Yeah.
started showing up. So at nighttime, it's like a really, really subdued Las Vegas look to the
That's
VIP massage.
I've heard about that place.
Yeah, I never see it open during the day, only open at night.
Yeah, who knows what kind of business they're running.
Well, it's
I
right
s-
next to
I
the
as-
tavern, you
I
know.
assume just a friendly VIP massage.
Yeah, very intimate, personal. I don't know what the V stands for.
No, that's it. Very intimate, personal.
Yeah,
That's it.
massage.
VIP. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. Cool. Well, that's all my news. You got no news? You can
I
make something
have-
up even.
I can make something. Well, I'll just plug myself.
Yeah,
'cause
oh,
that's
please.
my
No,
favorite
please do
thing
that.
to do. Warren Logie's got a new episode coming out soon. It's probably
Excellent.
out by the time this airs.
Yeah.
He's doing street
Maybe I'm going to
speech.
release this before just to spite you.
Oh,
I wouldn't do that.
You'd make me seem like a liar. No, he's doing street speech at South Bank.
Ooh.
We're looking into the history of that. It's a bit like The Boot. There's a bit of animation.
I like it. I like it.
It features Rod Young and I can't remember the other one's name. It's so terrible.
I guess we'll have to check out the episode.
She just retired. Kay McGrath. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
These two legends are actually part of the water filtration process.
I see.
That's all I'm going to give away.
I
They
see.
are involved in the episode through the magic of animation.
We'll have to check that one out when it
Yeah.
drops. I guess that covers the news. Here I like to usually splice in some kind of pre-recorded segment. Last time we showed a trailer for some upcoming Finn Taylor content, The Vomitorium. So I'm not sure what it'll be this week, but sit back and enjoy. Whoa, hey, fancy seeing you here in Chinchilla, dude.
Whoa.
Whoa!
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 Damn, I just took a wrong turn and here I am.
Here I am in Chinchilla. Good. Is that one going? Good. And we're going again because, yeah, we've come back from whatever that segment's going to be.
It was great.
Yeah, I also enjoyed watching it. So I didn't think this bit through. I was just discussing with you. I've got some stimuli, that is plural, of just some sort of Brisbane-ish stuff. I tried to, be a little all-encompassing. Like I didn't try to go like just 4 buildings.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think 3 of them are buildings. Now that I've said that,
I do like a good building. though.
buildings are good.
As long as it's brutalist, I can get behind it.
True. Do you want me to just randomly select one, or do you want to pick a number between 1 and 4?
Oh,
And
let's
I
pick
will
numbers.
Pick a number. Okay. Let me quickly find the folder that I have put these in. Oh. Oh. Well, we'll quickly.
Then you can describe the picture.
I think I put it on my hard drive anyway. I can describe it. It's not the same because I need the shock value of showing you.
I see.
I don't know why I unplugged this in the first place now. Anyway, there'll just be some creative editing here while this. Again, just hard cuts, lots of hard
We're
cuts.
currently in someone's garage, a
Yeah.
place where you can plug anything in you like.
We're in a shipping container. A very large one. Oh, yes, it's loaded. Okay, cool. There, something Brisbane. It's in the folder. Okay. If you had to pick a number between 1 and 4, which would you go for first?
I'm going to go for the number 3.
The number 3. Oh, this is a classic. I don't know if my computer's bright enough for this now. Are you familiar with this location? Yeah, can you see that? Do you know where this is?
No.
Harry should know where this is. Harry,
I-
stick your head around the corner and have a look at this. It's in the
Is
city.
that a mirror?
It's like just a big like wall. It's like is it a bar? What is it? It's Charmy.
Okay,
the-
I've never been.
Never been to Charmy. Oh,
No.
it's so good. It's this
I've been to a place called Jackpot. Is it called Jackpot? I think
That's a restaurant, right?
it's a restaurant.
This
Okay.
is sort of a restaurant, but it's just a big bench with all these little stools.
Ooh.
It's one of my favorite places to go drinking in Brisbane.
Where's it like located? Where's the?
It's what's the street that the Guzman's on?
in like the CBD.
Is it Albert? Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Albert.
yeah. Oh, that's straight. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And it's sort of like tucked up against like there's like a little alcovey thing. Anyway, there's just this. You go in. I don't know. I'm terrible at describing this place, but I fucking love it. There's this big bench. You can get some like Korean like chicken or like.
Oh, cool.
And then you sit down, and at the very back there's a bottle-o. And
I think I have been there
Yes.
one time. A friend was like telling me there's this thing back here, and I went all the way deep. It was
Yeah.
late at night. It felt like
it feels dodgy.
yeah, it
But
really
then you
does.
go in, you get like a 6-packer like Max. Is that the one we like, or is it Cloud?
Charmy's listening. It doesn't feel dodgy, actually.
Yeah.
It's a
No,
really
sorry,
nice
please,
location
yeah.
that we really enjoy.
Yeah, no, I love it. Anyway, it's
It
just
seems like an insider place, that bottle.
well, that's I don't know anyone who discovers it. I only know people who are shown and told.
Yeah.
Because I was shown it. Like someone was like, "We're going here." I'm like, "What the fuck's a Charmy?" And then, lo and behold, it's like one of my favorite places now.
Well, I have been here without realizing it.
There
Then.
you go. It's that elusive.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to beep out where it is so people can comment below if you know and have been to Charmy, or send us in an email of a photo of you at Charmy. I can do that, right?
Yeah.
Well, and then I'll show them, not in this episode because that would make no sense how I received said photos. Speaking of photos, pick another
Ooh,
number now.
number
What
one.
did you pick?
I like
picked
the number one.
3
That was
already.
3, so I like the number 1.
Alright, number 1. Can I just? I think I can just go back. Excellent. 1 William Street, or Big Willie.
Oh, the big Tower of Power.
So, I am pretty sure this is full of asbestos. This building, right?
This new one.
Yeah. So they finished building it, and they did like the review. Oh, it was like 3/4 built, and they were like, "Wait a minute!" And they did like all the checks, and like all the concrete they were shipping in is just riddled with asbestos.
What?
Yeah.
Where was this manufactured?
I've got no idea.
How in this modern age?
I don't know how they didn't like check this. It's not like full, like just pure asbestos, but it's like well over what it's allowed to be.
Oh, I love the building this has replaced the old
Yeah.
like
But
government building.
This is so nice now. You've just got a massive penis-shaped, asbestos-riddled
I don't
building.
get it. It's a government building, yet there is a logo on the top of a corporation.
Yeah, it's Cbus, right?
Yeah, it just showed up maybe like a year or so ago. I thought this was meant to be the government building, and it has sponsorship on the top of it. Like, what
Who knows?
is going on with that?
Who knows?
The
maybe
old building was so
maybe money was accepted for this advertising.
That's probably
Well, it has to be, I guess.
They must have enough people in that building as an office as well.
Yeah, maybe they've got like maybe it's only one floor is government and the rest is just Cbus employees. What is Cbus? Are they insurance?
I thought they were like a thing you see in like a modem router, like they're
Oh, maybe. I should. Oh, I'll
maybe
look
it's just
this
the
up.
word bus made me think about internet. I don't know.
Interesting.
Some tech company. But yeah,
What-
the old building that this has replaced, and it's still
you preferred
standing.
that one.
Oh, it's so beautiful. It's brutalist architecture.
I
Has a
guess.
lovely Australian and Queensland flag on the top of it. A bit of greenery. Has a bit of beveled edges. Oh, it's big, but it's not too big. It's the right
Is
shape.
the new casino's going in next to this building, right?
Yes, I believe it's on the strip kind of next to it. I think
Yeah.
that's the full stop. I think this building's like the full stop
Are
of
you,
the new
Are
area.
you excited for the new casino?
No, not at all.
Not at all. Do you like the current treasury?
I love it. It's beautiful. It's a bit tacky. The inside where the pokies are with the beautiful starry ceiling.
Yeah.
That is golden.
I heard they're turning it into like a shopping centre. They can't knock
Yeah.
it down, obviously, because it's heritage.
Yeah, but
Um,
what shopping centre is going to move into there? Like all
I
the
don't
shops
know.
are closing.
Aldi.
That's
or
all
that,
they'll be left.
That other like German Aldi, or is Aldi the German?
They
one?
pulled out.
Really? Wasn't
Yeah,
that they were going?
so there was
in
no
like,
pregnancy.
They were going in like Melbourne and.
Yeah, they were
That
going
was-
in
that was
everywhere.
good.
They're
That
going
was
in
good.
everywhere, and then they just pulled out. They
They were
bought
just
all
like-
these sites, and they had employees.
Wow.
They never even opened a single store.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck you, company I forget the name of.
Croftland or something. It's like
Oh,
a K.
yeah.
Croftland.
Man, that's... I'm excited for the new casino, though. I don't know why.
I mean, it'll bring some stuff. I'm just a bit salty because,
Fair enough.
as you may or may not know, I used to be heavily involved in Brisbane theatre. Not as much
Right.
as anymore, but I have lots of friends in the theatre, and part of the building of this casino, there was kind of I think it's a government regulation, it's something that if you're going to build a big-ass casino,
Yeah.
you got to have some stuff that benefits the community as well as just the gambling.
Makes sense.
And they were going to build a theatre inside it.
And what happened to this theatre that I imagine is no longer being put in?
Somehow it's now just an extra venue being built at QPAC, but not there.
What the fuck?
Which means QPAC has the monopoly over all the
That's
theatres.
so dumb.
And at this same time, there's no new theatre being built in here. All the other theatres in Brisbane are being knocked down.
What the fuck?
It's really weird.
The only like thing that I've thought about with this casino, it's because it's right next to QT Gardens Point. It's already like a pain to get there if you don't get the shuttle. Like that's the
Yeah.
only bus I can think of that's like drops you off right at the front. I know there's definitely other ones, but
Has it
just
got a City Cat station?
yeah. But I'm thinking like if you're on the other side of like it's just a difficult corner of the city to get to.
I do agree.
Whereas
though.
like the
it's-
Treasury, at the top of the mall there, it sort of makes sense. It's like I
Yeah.
don't want to. It's only like 500 meters. I don't want to fucking walk that.
I mean, this whole precinct might just link everything up and give us
Yeah.
a whole new flow.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were apparently going to build a bridge from the new casino to South Bank,
Oh,
meaning that whole side
love our
has
bridges.
I know, so many bridges. I don't know if that's been cancelled or not.
do you reckon that one day we'll build a bridge that turns into a tunnel that then comes back out as a bridge on the other side? Just because those are the two things we love in Brisbane.
I would love that so much, especially if no one uses it.
Okay, number one. That was number one. So number two or number four? I think save four for the end. I think.
Okay, let's do number 2.
Okay, this is pretty boring actually. This is just an adult go-kart. Do you have any opinions on the go-kart? Why? This is small rant from me. Why
Yeah.
can I not use my go-kart off my phone yet?
I have thought about that many times. It's the only reason I carry a wallet with me.
Yeah,
whenever I'm going
same.
around.
Same. It's like, I fucking come on, TransLink, step it up.
I mean, apparently they're running trials to run it off your phone or something, or with your credit card.
Yeah.
I'd like it if it was an app, like it's an app and you
Yeah.
open it like Apple Pay or something.
Is it? What was I gonna say? Sydney has all that. I fucking hate Sydney with a passion, but they have it. Why don't we? It's like one of the only good
It
things,
takes a long time to roll this out.
I guess.
Like, what's with the pictures on it too? There's like
Yeah, I know.
a guy with a surfboard talking to an older gentleman with sunglasses.
How many does anyone have in this room? The other go-karts?
Yeah, are they the same?
So I don't know. There's 4, right? There's the adult, which is the blue.
Yeah.
The green is concession. Oh, we have a green. Pat, can you please pass that one over? What's on that one? It's different, right?
No, it's the same. Oh, no, there's a few differences.
Ooh. What have we
Okay,
got?
so they both have the man with the surfboard,
Uh-huh.
and at the other side of the card, it still has something looks like a market stall and then a purple flower. But for some weird reason, the cityscape of Brisbane has a more of a green tint to it. I guess because it's a green card.
On the
not a
green
blue
card?
one.
Yeah, okay.
And instead, on the adult card, there's this lady with long hair that looks like she's enjoying herself.
I see.
Yeah, just very
Any-
vaguely. And then there's like 2 student-looking people, but they look like they're students from the 1990s and not from this era at all.
With the surfboard.
Yeah.
No, are you sure? That dude looks like 60. He looks like, who's the dude on Home and Away? The angry bald dude?
Yes, I know who
He
you're
looks
talking
like
about.
him.
Yeah.
He does.
It's
He does.
weird.
I'm going to have all the go-karts like on the screen like as a graphic here. But no, I'm sure that's...
Is that meant to represent our entire city? Like, there's not a picture of a bus, a ferry, a city cat.
maybe
a
on
train.
the child and the seniors one. Maybe it tells a full story if we get them all together.
Maybe it
It
does.
encapsulates everything Brisbane.
I would have liked a nice little picture of the things you actually use this for.
That would, yeah.
And then maybe like aggro, just to
Oh,
like...
they've got like on the back. They've got like the 4...
Oh yeah, I do like that little logo.
The bus, the train, I assume that's G-Link, and then the City Cat.
Yeah. Did you ever use the old school ones where you were given like a plastic... Oh, I don't actually have to give that to you.
It's mine now.
Yeah. There was these... They were like a loose paper, and you put them in the machine, and you push them down, and then they magically went through something and then shot right up.
I know of those. Never used one, but
No, they were the ones I used to use when I went to the city as a young child.
I see.
It's the most exciting part to put your ticket in to make sure it was validated.
I'm a big fan of just the O, like the logo. I don't know. It's just a well designed.
Yeah, it's
I think
kind of
it's
nice.
I think it's neat. Okay, and then why is this not zoomed? I gotta zoom it in. Everyone's favorite Chinese restaurant.
Scrumpies!
How many times a week do you eat Scrumpies? Please say at least once, because I eat Scrumpies probably once a week.
Wow, I probably once a month at least.
Once a month.
I actually live next door to someone that works at Scrumpies.
Wow. Is it... can we comment on this? Like, do you have any inside goss that you can spill about Scrumpies?
No, other
Okay.
than the fact that one time, and I love Scrumpies, and this is not true, but I mean, it is true that I saw this poster, but it's not what it sounded like.
Right.
It basically said, "Give us puppies." It was like give pets and we'll give you money or something, and it was like, that sounds a bit sus.
It's like that Hanachi that was selling ibis in the city or whatever.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not what's going on. Scrumpies is a well-established.
I love Scrumpies.
Do you know that it has actually moved? It used to be somewhere else in Brisbane, in
Where-
Aspley area.
Where did it used to be?
So Scrumpies used to be at the Aspley Fountain shopping centre, which is where the Cheesecake Shop is now.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because it used to be
It
actually have
used
a
to be
fountain.
wasn't there a Montezuma's or some kind of Mexican there?
Enchiladas.
Oh, same thing.
Yeah, it was this very special place, except I stopped going when they stopped giving me the kids menu.
Yo.
I was
that's
able
fair.
to fake my age for like a little bit, but then they'd stop giving it to me.
That's fair. Wow. Fuck them.
But yeah, so Scrumpies used to be like 2
Really?
rooms in that. They used to be
Oh,
like
cool.
really long, have a bigger dessert bar, but it's been the same food, and they
Yeah.
just moved to where Blockbuster used to be.
I've always known like that as the one single location of Scrumpies.
No, it's moved, and it used to be a fancy establishment. It used to be a lot
Wow.
more fancier.
Wow.
But it's still reliable, and you can fill a tray. For
Yeah, yeah. Is that what we always get a takeaway, and then we
Yeah.
just get two of the what are they called? You
The
know, the little
prawn
plastic
crackers?
things, and no, just like 2 plastic things, and fucking fill them up, dude. We jam so much shit in there, and then we just like put the lid on, and we go, thank you, here's the money, and succulent Chinese meal.
Is it bad that my family has a habit of taking the pink prawn crackers and we just put maybe 2 of them in the bag with the rest of the food? We don't actually put it in the... Because if you put it in the thing,
Yeah.
it takes up too much space, so you
I
can crack
guess.
it.
The other thing we do, we'll usually we've done the logistics of like how to get the most into these containers. So you do like 1 or 2 with just like all the meat, and then you do one that you just pack to the top with rice, because rice is really like you can compact that stuff.
Yeah.
So you squeeze all that down, and then to make sure it's really squeezed in, you get the egg, like the
Oh,
omelet
yeah,
egg,
yeah.
and you just like shove it on top, which is great because then when the lid goes on, you don't really do anything to, like, the egg's fine, the egg's indestructible,
Yeah.
and the rice is able to compress like a sponge, and I
Wha-
eat a lot of Scrumpies.
What's your favourite thing on the menu?
I reckon it has to. It's that honey chicken.
Yes.
Is so fucking good.
That is my favourite as well.
It's that, or I'm also starting to warm up to the is it Mongolian beef, or there's some kind of beef?
Yeah.
That's
is it in
really
a
good.
plum sauce or something?
Yeah, it's good, but that honey chicken, man.
I've never tasted honey chicken like that anywhere else. It's like
So
they have
good,
a
so
special
unique.
recipe. It's
Like
like...
dog in it.
I don't know if you've ever been to Maria's Fish and Chips.
Marie's, where's that?
It's towards the second Coles, the one that's not the hypermarket.
The Robertson Road one?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I have actually. I got food from there. I have recently, at least.
Yeah, growing up, that was my local fish and chip store, and they as well have a certain
It's
taste
just
that they
It's
can't.
just a magic sort of
Yeah,
feeling to it.
nowhere else kind of equals it.
It's that taste you get when employees do not wash their hand. Wow. I love Scrumpies.
Yeah,
I hope
Scrumpies
it
is
never
pretty
goes.
good.
I think I used to know, or I think I used to go to school with someone who, like, their parents owned it, but then I don't know if management.
It probably keeps selling. Have you
Yeah.
noticed the little wheel out sign they bring outside Scrumpies
Yeah.
got shortened a little bit,
No?
and then the other day it shrunk yet again.
Maybe they're selling it like
Yeah.
just chunks of a board. How do you do that?
It's very odd. It's like curved on one side, and the other side you can see it's been like sawn off. It's really strange.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's odd.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. Man, I feel like I'm gonna have Scrumpies for dinner tonight.
I think I am, but oh no, tonight is a pizza night. It's so sad.
Well, pizza's
I'm getting
right
it from the
next
same
door.
place.
Yeah.
I'm walking down to Domino's, which is
Perfect.
next door.
Not a bad Domino's, that one, actually.
Yeah, they're pretty fast.
There is not a bad Domino's, I don't think, in Brisbane. They're not amazing, but there's no
they're
bad
consistent.
ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
which is good. That's what I expect from my massive corporations.
I used to order from Eagle Boys because I was very patriotic.
Fair
and
enough.
then Eagle Boys left.
One of the best pizzas I've ever had was at an Eagle Boys in, like, Mackay.
Yeah.
It was just so fresh and delicious. Years ago, obviously, but
again, they know how to make their meal just that tiny bit different.
I'm telling you, man, it's just all in the hand washing.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, that was. What do you think of my stimuli?
I liked the
was it good?
stimuli.
That's good. Thank
The
you.
ordering was very good. It progressively got
Yeah, I'm glad Scrumpy's ended up being last.
yeah.
What's the shittest thing on the menu there?
Oh no, I love.
Because there's stuff that's I'm like, yeah, it's bad, but I still eat it. And then I can't even think of what's the worst because I just don't eat it.
The salt and pepper fish is like
Salt and pepper
sometimes
pork
good.
is my favourite
Yeah.
thing, but then nowhere does it except for this other place, like in Castledine, which is amazing. Forget the name. But anyway,
yeah, but
the-
sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. It like has good days and bad days. You go, oh, this has been sitting here for like ages, and other days it's like, oh.
That was good. I like stimulus. I'm going to do that again for some other guests. So the next sort of segment doesn't have a name or any sort of direction, but I've prepared some facts about Brisbane, and I want you to tell me if you think they are true or false.
Oh, brilliant.
And then maybe we can talk about them a bit. Some of them are pretty shit and plain because I just went Brisbane fun facts and just had a look, and I tried to pick ones that they were so bad, like just mundane, like really, like the first one I've got is probably the shittest one. So Brisbane,
Yeah.
out of all the cities in the country, is the 4th largest. Is that true or false?
In the country.
In the country.
I thought we were the 3rd largest. I'll go with, like, is this in terms of population, size?
Yeah, just pure population wise.
Oh. I'm going to say false. I think we're number 3 in everything.
Number 3. Perfect, because that is double true. I'm going to give you 10,000 points for that one.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. So you're currently winning this competition as the first person to do it.
Is there
with
like a
10,000
super
points.
showcase to win, or is it?
I cannot disclose that at the moment, but should you win in a couple of episodes' time, I will forward the prize to your address.
Oh, that sounds great.
This is something I didn't know, and I still need to fact check it further because I've had a lot of people disagree with me. But the first ever Lamington was made in Brisbane.
That is absolutely true, and I've tried to write an episode about that, and I
Really?
just haven't found the right thing. Yeah, there was.
Is it really though?
It is. Yeah.
Wow.
There was
'Cause-
a guy named Lord Lamington that was coming to visit, and he was some English gentleman that was very important back in the day.
I see.
And they get to the kitchen, and the poor lady that has to put it together. I mean, it could have been a man, but I'm pretty sure it was a lady based on the year it was, all the sexism and all. And yeah, she was like, "There's nothing in the cupboard." And then apparently someone came up with the idea. Maybe this accidentally happened. Maybe it was a choice, but some old sponge cake.
just dropping sponges.
Yeah, it just fell into some chocolate mixture. And they're like, oh, we could do this. And then there was some coconut that went everywhere, and it was
And
like an
then-
accident.
And then magic.
And then they named it after the guy that came to visit.
Lord Lamington.
I like the idea that Lord Lamington like walked
He
in and
sounds
said,
like a character on like a cereal box, like Lord Lamington, and like he just looks dumb.
it's
and
like Captain Crunch.
yeah.
Oh,
That's
I always-
exactly what I imagined too.
Okay. I always pictured him as Lord Cuckoo Face from Madeline.
Unfamiliar.
Oh,
I'm not experienced enough.
he was a
here.
French guy, and his
I'll pull
Lord
up-
Cuckoo Face.
There'll be a graphic.
Yeah, Madeline said like poo poo to him or something, like she does to everyone.
I see.
But I like the idea of what's his? Is it Captain Lamington? What did I call him? Lord Lamington. Yes, he was
Yeah,
a lord.
That
Yes.
no, that it definitely is Lord Lamington.
I'm gonna make that into a serial. You've just helped me write my next episode.
Amazing,
so
amazing. You have my bang details, right? Excellent.
I think I lost them.
Yeah. Okay. Are you familiar with all of Brisbane's like sister cities?
Oh, I keep making jokes about sister cities, but
Do you know what they are? Because I found out one of them is like is it Montreal? That's in Canada, right? There's a bridge.
there is one of Asian heritage that has like a little statue at the front of the Rainforest Walk in South Bank,
I see.
but I can't remember what city it is.
Well, there's one here that I've written, and one of Brisbane's sister cities is Kobe, or I think it's pronounced Kobe, Japan. Do you know if this is true, or do you think this is false? Because we do have a sister city in Japan.
Oh, there's this statue thing that I see all the time, and I can't be bothered to read where it is.
What's the statue of?
It's like a shape. It's like a weird, like Taurus type thing
Oh,
that's just out the front of the Rainforest Walk. Though that doesn't ring a bell. I'm gonna say No, I think it's true. It must be true. Is that
It is. It is true. And I think it's true. Like some kind of... Because Kobe, Japan, I'm pretty sure produces like all that really amazing Wagyu beef. Like just fucking phenomenal Wagyu. It all comes from there. So maybe that's the connection to
That
this.
sounds good. My brother's planning to go to Japan on a teaching exchange,
Yeah.
and he wants to go a bit rural.
Yeah.
And if this place is rural enough, I think he
believe-
should go there.
If they've got lots of cow that they're eating, then I imagine it would be right.
Yeah, you can live in the sister city and bring me some kind of reports back.
Yes. Another episode.
Yeah.
Again, you have my bank details. Brisbane City Hall is actually the largest city hall in the country.
Oh, I've never thought about that.
We do have a very sexy city hall.
We do.
Especially with all the lights, and sometimes the light just doesn't fit. Like when it was bright green, I was like, it looks cool, but it also looks shit.
Yeah.
But it's a really cool building.
We've got that really nice dome inside and lots of levels.
Yeah. I
There-
still haven't done because you mentioned you can do like a free.
Yeah, the clock tower.
Yeah, I still haven't done that, but
you have to. It's worth it. The view.
I'll make it a vlog.
Yeah, make a vlog. See all the dirty ceilings we have in Brisbane. They're so dirty.
Do you think it is the? What do we think of that fact? Because the only other places that would have a larger one would be. Oh, I don't know. Where
my
would have a larger one?
My ignorance of not looking at other city halls has clearly made me not be able to make an educated guess.
Yeah.
I will have to say true because I love Brisbane so much. I want it to be true.
It is.
Yeah.
It is true.
We-
Brisbane again wins the city hall size competition.
So good. I'm so glad that's the truth.
Campbell Newman, upon his electoral defeat, called a TransLink bus service home. Thank you to Jacob Medlin for submitting this one.
Oh, I would really like that to be true.
Allegedly it is. I have no way to... I just cannot confirm it.
It would have been nicer if he took a city cycle home and just ditched it there. He was like, I made this happen. I can take one home. You know how when you're out of office, you like take all the office stationery.
Yeah,
and, like-
yeah. He's got his helmet, his cardboard box, and he's just having a pedal. He's having a pedal.
But that's a nice way to kind of sink in. You just like immerse
like to
yourself
think it's
with the
true.
common man.
Jacob was convinced, Harry, yesterday when he was telling me that it was true. He had another fact, but I was like, this is just shit. This last one, I just thought it was so interesting. We have to, if anyone can confirm that, Campbell Newman, if you are watching,
And I'm a big fan. Don't get me wrong.
yeah, look, if you can send us whether this is true or false. We'd love to know.
Anyone with a jingle
Yeah.
is right with me.
Yeah, that's it. Kevin07, he was good. He had the whole name brand, Can Do Campbell had the jingle.
Have you heard the Can Do Campbell song? I meant to put it in my City Cycle video, but I got too carried away with my Elton John impersonation that there wasn't time for it.
That was a fantastic video. I was so excited when that came out because I don't know where I was, but I was like, I stopped everything I was doing and watched that.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes, it was beautiful. Beautiful Brisbane, in fact. That's it for that section.
Oh, that section was
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, I wish I had more. I incompetently threw that together, as you can tell.
I learnt something. I learnt
Yeah.
new things.
What was your favourite of the fact?
I like the fact we have a big city hall.
Yeah. Do you have any fun facts that you always whip out when people are like, oh, what's so good about Brisbane? And you're like, actually.
I will say I make up so many fake facts that are not true that
Oh.
I sometimes forget.
And then you start spreading fake news.
Yeah, exactly.
What are some of the best fake news facts?
Oh, I do like my fact that we created the ibis bird in a laboratory to clean up the rubbish
Now
at
it's a
South
problem.
Bank. Yeah, exactly.
I can see that. That would be a very Brisbane thing to do. Just
Yeah.
creating some just pest of a bird.
Exactly.
I do like the
Or I
idea.
just give in a random date and a name and something and people just believe it.
Oh, they're like, oh, true.
Or I was showing someone a tour of the city and I pointed to this cage that's somewhere in South Bank and I said, that's the cage from the Sia music video for Elastic Heart. And they were like, oh, I didn't know that was filmed. And I was like, no, it's not. I'm actually very bad at lying, but I'm very good
Right.
at confident fact telling, and then I always make sure they know afterwards.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, have you ever wondered, like, how far has your like fake news gotten? Like, do you reckon it'll ever get back to you one day where someone goes, "Oh, I heard that's like, such and such," and you're like, "Shit, I was the one who started that."
I think one day people will say that Fergie once stayed in the boot overnight. I'm sure that will happen one time. Or that coming up, there is a fact in one of my upcoming videos where I say how the con, the Conservatorium of Music, is just a front for a water processing plant. Because there's no way that could exist in Queensland, a Conservatorium of Music. It couldn't exist.
That's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. And so is every time I talk to you.
Thank you.
Because I have run out of things that I have written down. Have you got anything you'd like to add here for me? Thoughts on the show, the program?
Oh, just again, I love Brisbane, obviously.
And everyone should.
I think people give our lovely city a bit of flack.
I just don't know, like, where else you'd want to live. Maybe Melbourne, but even then, fuck Melbourne.
I like our position as the big country town, even though we're far from that now. But there's still there's a bit of everything. You've still got this high rises, but as soon as you go like 2 kilometers, it's all gone, and there's parks, and you get the best of both worlds.
Excellent.
And you can do that without wearing a terrible wig every now and then.
Where do you want people to interact with your content at the moment? Where can people go?
You can go on Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, but please YouTube. YouTube is the ultimate place to view Warren Logie content.
I've wondered, like, do you get more hits on all your Facebook and whatnot at the moment?
Yeah.
Because I see it's like, it just makes me so sad, because we also really like to try and push our YouTube, but people are so fucking lazy.
Yeah.
People only want to go to Facebook and just watch it there. I'm like, can you just click the one button?
It's very difficult to build in places. I mean, in the long term, my views on YouTube are quite better. Like my tops video is getting clicks every day.
Awesome.
The Forex Brewery video is always getting...
I didn't realize how many views that has on it. Holy shit. It's like up to 500,000 or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, I'm still confused where that all comes, because a lot of that traffic is from India. It's very confusing.
Maybe they're looking for something else with 4Xs.
I have a feeling that is the case.
Wow.
But other than that, the tops video does really well. My cover of Love You Brisbane, that comes through. The Facebook's traffic is there for like the week it first comes out, and then it disappears. It's kind of sad. So, but Facebook is a great place for people to see it for the first time.
Yeah, totally.
We've had so many new viewers recently with the new episodes, which has been great to welcome them into the fold. But yeah.
Well, let's do that bit again.
Yeah.
But into this camp. No. Is it actually? Okay, good. As 1 second. No, they're both going. Something Brisbane II. Thank you. Wow, that was nice. Yeah. You know how I'm bad at introductions? I'm also terrible at outros.